And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches. I am your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe Jesus. How are you today, BeerMe?
I'm doing pretty good. The weather outside is kind of shitty. It's raining, and then it's going to snow. But I'm doing all right. How about you?
Very tired. It's been, I almost want to call it a running joke, but I've been tired a lot lately. Just drained. It's busy, but as I was telling you beforehand, I do have some long weekends coming up, so yeah, that's going to be good. Need to just kind of rest and relax a bit. But as far as for the weather, it's actually been mild, like single-digit negatives, like -4, -7,
Oh,
compared to the -30s we've had. So that's good. But that means it snows. We're probably going to get 10 to 15 centimeters like every day for the next couple of weeks, here and there. So that's yeah. I don't mind when it's super cold because you don't have to shovel it. You know, like it's at least it's not super cold, but I got to shovel the snow when it comes out. And I don't want to do that. It's meh.
right.
But you know, Canada. What are you gonna do? But
hmm
we do have an interesting trenches for you guys today because this is gonna be a little different as far as for match promos because we're gonna run down the card obviously, and BeerMe has an announcement, and so do I. So the matches are all there. We're just going to do a little detail once we get in there. So, bear me, I'll bring up the card itself here, and we'll work our way up, because normally I start at like the top when we go. So, what we've got on here is... Oh, forgive me, I didn't even say it. It's the Frontline Prediction League. Frontline League on Twitter. Like a favorite on this YouTube channel itself. Follow along there. Come into our Discord. Sign up. You'll be on the card for this weekend. Talk about how the picks work in a bit because it's Saudi. But yeah, that's out of the way. Here we go. Elimination Chamber Kickoff. It is the must-see good guys. Yourself, BeerMe Jesus, and the GMSG versus the Strays. Mark Harper and Supreme Rock. I think I picked you guys when we talked about it briefly. You're obviously still picking yourself, right?
Yes.
We'll move on. Roman Pierce, one-on-one with Hero Shin Moses. I think Roman's been on a bit of a run, and Hero... This could be that win to turn it around. We always look at those kind of opportunities here, and this could be one for him to definitely make a run of it. But I think Roman's got this one on this time of year. I think Roman's going to take this. What do you think?
Yep. I do too.
Same.
Yeah, he just got to beat CT, so I'll pick him.
Next up, we've got Dakota Alfine, Kier 1, and Payne facing CM Carlito and Wookie. The not antagonistic, but they've had their differences, and they're working together. And sometimes you get some teams that don't gel necessarily, but they can still get it done. And these guys can. I do think Dakota Alfine is going to capitalize. It's not Ralantando and Kier 1. It is Payne and Kier 1. That might be the difference maker. But I do think they're going to be able to capitalize on Carlito and Wookie and their problems of late. What do you think?
I agree. I do think that, yeah, I agree that Carlito and Wookie, their problems will continue.
Next up, Cam Popplestone versus Casey Warden as he continues the OVS hunt. I think Cam's got this in a one-on-one scenario. It's his to lose. But OVS, I mean, they're a faction. He's not. So that could be the answer right there. But I think Cam's got this one. How about you?
Yeah. I think Cam, the veteran, he'll pull this one out. He kind of needs something. So okay. I think he'll get the win here.
Next up, it is Red, my girl, versus Sebastian Escobar, your favorite. So
definitely one of them.
Yeah, one of your favorites. Yes. I'm picking Red, obviously. But I mean, I'll give all the credit in the world to Escobar. He's up there with like guys I consider super tough to beat. He's a tricky one. I've beaten him, but it's not saying that Red's gonna win easily. But I still think Red's gonna win. What have you got?
I think I picked Sebastian Escobar last time, and I'm not gonna waver from my pick. I'm gonna pick him.
Okay, a little bit of loyalty on that one. I can get behind that. I understand that. Speaking of Bastion, who you're obviously picking, versus Rate Wrestle.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a hard match, but like Bastion's just been facing like really tough people, and he's winning. So I mean, they drew with McKennedy, but a lot of people have done that in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick Bastion, but Raid Wrestle is no easy opponent, and he is very tough. So we'll see what happens.
I think Bastion's got this one, but as I say, for shows like this, especially with Saudi, where it's a lot of matches and it's a little different how they do the booking, that could be Raid Wrestle's time to capitalize. But Bastion is who he is, so I think. Excuse me. God dang, I think Bastion's got that one in the bag. I think so. All right, non-title match. I'm gonna turn it to you for this one first. Smooth Rock versus Jonathan CT Martin. No contest. Non-title for Smooth Rock as he faces CT. But who have you got on this one while I take a drink and try to get this cough gone?
Usually in these situations, I would take the challenger. But I think since CT was on such a roll, and then he lost to Roman Pierce, and he really wanted to be in the Rumble, and Smooth Rock just keeps winning, and he's been on a roll, I'm going to just continue. He's just going to continue smooth sailing, and CT will hit a little bump in the road, as we say.
So you're saying he's going to slide?
It's not really a slide right now, but it's more of like
it's a bump.
A skid.
A skid. Okay.
Yeah, bump.
Okay.
Bump. Yeah.
Why is it a CT skid makes it so much worse? Well, I think we know why, but that's on you on that one. CT, I think he's going to rebound on this one. I think he's going to win that. He there's a bunch of us that have been like winning the matches that aren't the title matches against champions. I think CT is going to continue that trend here against Smooth Rock. I think he's got this one.
Yeah, I mean, he very well could. And this, like I said, this is one of the matchups that I'm very intrigued about.
Mm-hmm. This one really, really intrigues me. LJ versus Modstep. And it's LJ's return. Modstep definitely has a score to settle in its own way. LJ really can't afford to lose this, but he's got what he wants at WrestleMania, so I really see Modstep taking it. Really, like he's somehow.
I said last time, and I thought that he would, but I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go the other way since LJ is coming back. I think he wants to show that he's going to be a force because he's got a tall task or a big task at Mania. So
okay,
I'm gonna pick him.
Next up, it is the birthday open challenge for CJ Hawk. Do you think he's going to win his own challenge? We'll just put it at that. Is he going to win? Does it depend on the opponent? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna say yes because it's his birthday.
I was thinking that too, mostly because he is the Royal Rumble winner, and Mr. Money in the Bank. Like he's won things like that, so he's going to win his own thing too, right? So.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not knocking anybody who's against him. I'm just saying, like that's what he's been doing. Hardcore match: me, Scott versus Scherf Dog, one half of the tag team champions. I'm obviously picking myself, even though I know win or lose, it's going to be violent based on the strays, and at the same time, match of the night. We do what we do. You picking me on this one, or is it Scherf Dog going to take it?
I said you last time, and I still think I'm gonna stay with my pick. But I think in the end, maybe nobody's really gonna win this match. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, that seems very viable. I got to be honest. That definitely seems like something that could happen. And the main event is the Elimination Chamber match itself. The Antidote: James Costner, Chef Urban, and Dion Blade. Former tag team champions. Forgive me. The next names are, sorry, I just looked at them early, versus La Familia, James Black, and former tag team champions, Dedrick Cyrus and the Alpha Dog. Now, we do know that this match will start with Costner and Black, James and James. So they will start the match, and the rest of the field will be drawn at random momentarily. But first, BeerMe actually has an announcement for the show as well. BeerMe, what's your Elimination Chamber note here?
Okay, my note is that at the Elimination Chamber, Broken Nerd will reveal his American Championship challenger, and they will have their contract signing at Chamber. So we will find out who it is, and they will get the contract signed.
And that match is for WrestleMania, right?
Yes.
So Broken Nerd will obviously have a match if he puts in picks. More on that in a minute, too. But yeah, otherwise, he'll be there for the contract signing at the very least. Get a little more storyline like that going. It's stuff that we want to include. It is part of wrestling, so we'll try to put that stuff in where we can, and it's a good fit with the build to WrestleMania. So, so look forward to that as well. Because the contract signing is going to go like always normal and according to plan, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
But let's talk about this main event. So we start with Costner and Black, like I said. And then we have the rest. So, BeerMe, I've got a wheel here. And we're going to draw the rest of it. So how this is going to work is you can see on there, it's La Familia, the Alpha Dog, and La Familia, Detrick Cyrus, and then the Antidote, Chef Urban, and the Antidote, Dion Blade. I'm going to spin this wheel. And this is the order that their pods will open. And we could very well get Antidote. Or we could get Familia. Or it could mix. Or we could get Antidote, Familia, Antidote. Like it really could go these ways. So very, very interesting to see how this will happen. BeerMe, are you ready to see how this shakes out?
I am ready.
Okay. I am going to go to our chat as well here so the guys know what happened. And that's where I'm going to be tracking it as well. Forgive me again for the coughing. It is not fun. Here we go. And yes, I'm using the old wheel to the side because it's just a bit quicker. I find to just do this nice and dirty version. It is the Antidote's Chef Urban who will come out first. Which does give the Antidote an early advantage, obviously.
Right.
Black will be outnumbered, so that is going to be a problem for him, definitely. Let's take that out. Apply changes. And run the wheel. As it stutters, because I remember this from before when I ran it too quick and it went doot. And freezes. It was almost another Antidote. It is La Familia's the Alpha Dog. So it'll even out. It'll be 2-on-2 at that point. So, very interesting, very intriguing. Now there's still one of each. Who will get that advantage? Will it be 2 in a row for Antidote, or will La Familia come out? Or flip that. Will it be 2 in a row? Wait, no, I said it right. I know what I said. Will it be 2 in a row or not? What do you think, BeerMe? Who you got? Dion or Detrick?
I think it's going to be Dion.
Think so? He's probably thinking best for last.
Yeah, right.
La Familia, Detrick Cyrus.
Oh.
Which means last is the Antidote's Dion Blade. So the advantage starts with the Antidote, gets even, goes toward La Familia, and then gets even again. Which is actually kind of cool. Like that's a neat way. Honestly, there would have been no version that wasn't neat based on this setup. I got to be honest, because it's just a neat situation we have with this chamber. How the chamber works, please go into our Discord and go to the match rules and stipulations. And you'll see the specifics of how the chamber works, the points, the point bonuses, because the latter people get bonuses. So it'll be kind of even because everybody seems to be split like that. And there you go. Now, as far as for the picks themselves, guys, the picks page is already up. It's there right now. Go into our Discord. Go in and make your picks. It's there. It's a Saudi show. It's on Saturday. The show starts at noon. There might be a kickoff at 11. But it looks like right now, the deadline is at least going to be an hour before the show, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. But that might flip to 10 a.m. if there's a pre-show. I don't know 100%. I think there is. Because I think CT was laughing how this deadline is 7 a.m. So, I'm not 100% on what the actual situation is. But if you're looking to put your picks in Saturday, unless you're doing it before, like, 10 a.m., you're probably too late. So keep that in mind, please, and make your picks. Make them now. It's Wednesday. Do them tomorrow night. It's Thursday. Heck, do it Friday. Watch the SmackDown that they taped already. Make your picks that night. You're all good. Go ahead. And yes, they taped it, so keep that in mind. So what you do, as always, you put your name in there. Please use your actual character name. If you have a different name in the Discord than what your character is, please use your character name so we know what you are in here. And then, yeah, pick who you think is going to win. So if you think Brock Lesnar is going to win, you pick Brock Lesnar. And then you say how many points. I'm putting all 8 on Brock. And then you go down here and you go, all right, who's going to win the women's one? It's going to be Alexa. And I'm not that confident, though. I'll put a 4 on it. I can't use the 8 or the 4 anymore. Flat out. They're gone. So when you come down here to Roman and Goldberg, Roman, well, I think it's a 7 on him. So I'm going to put that. It's his most confident without. And you go from there and you use up all the scores at least once. Makes sense? I think you're good. From there, you've got the bonuses as well. And because it's a chamber, there's a bit of extras with these bonuses. Things like who's the first superstar to exit a chamber pod, meaning not one of the guys that start in the match, but the first pod to open. Who is that? And officially, like if someone breaks it and someone comes out, that's not really it. It's whose pod gets released open first. If they say that counted as an opening, well, that's the opening. Like it's play it by ear. Stuff happens weird. We've had a War Games where someone came in out of order and it was official. So keep that in mind. Who's the first eliminated? Remember, that can happen anytime in a chamber. Brock could start with Austin Theory and pin him in a minute. Theory's out. That's your pick. That's who you do. Who eliminates Riddle? Well, whoever you think. There are no one, if you think he's going to win, and other in case someone gets replaced. Keep that in mind. If the participants of the chamber alter, the match is thrown out, but the bonus could still be in there, because it could be someone else that eliminates him. If Riddle's thrown out, bonus is thrown out. Makes sense. You've got that for that. You've got that for the women's ones as well. And then you've got things like, will Happy Corbin get physically involved? That's touching Madcap or Drew or the ref. And then things like, how will the women's title match end? And who will tag in first for SmackDown? Which I always hate the tag ones, BeerMe. You know how much I hate those. But it's in there. So, please, fill this out ASAP. We don't want people to miss the show because of the timing. It's a goofy, weird thing. We also understand if you do not want to participate in the Saudi show because it's a Saudi show. We get it. We're not going to hold it against you. It's a main show, but we get it. Like, this is a different situation compared to other stuff. Same thing back with Crown Jewel. It's the same idea. You're not obligated to participate in these ones. We can still have storyline stuff like a contract signing or backstage bits. It's no problem. We won't have your character penalized or miss or anything. We get it. It's fine. Don't worry about that. Don't feel obligated because of that. Yeah. And BeerMe, I think that's it for this one. We're kind of in and out here. We're under 20 minutes. I think we can knock this one out just like that. I am looking forward to my hardcore match. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do with the other strays. What's your thoughts here going into Elimination Chamber for Saturday? You confident?
Yeah.
For that pause.
Really Saudi. It's Saudi. You just never know what they're gonna do.
Yep. And that's the thing. You don't want to think what they should do. Think about what they're going to do. Like, oh, they shouldn't have done that. Yeah, well, you predicted it wrong. That's the whole thing. You want to predict them. You want to see what you can do, right?
Goldberg ends Roman Reigns' streak, we'll all be shocked.
Yeah. Yep. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That's how things go. So that's Elimination Chamber. That is FPL Elimination Chamber this weekend. Again, like, favorite, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Go into our Discord. Link is down below to come over and join and sign up. We had someone new sign up this week. Hello. Thanks for coming on. You'll be booked if you put in your picks on this page right now. It's available. And also, of course, we'll be back next week to talk about the results of this show. And then look forward to Mania because there's Revolution and then that's it. So we've got a big gap coming up with build towards Mania. Like I said, probably a Q&A will be in there and a lot of fun stuff. So follow us on I almost said on Discord League. That's probably a Twitter. But on Frontline League. See, I told you I'm tired. I'm messing stuff up a little bit and it's kind of funny. I almost did it again. Frontline League on Twitter. And this YouTube channel. Come into our Discord. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, we have fun with it. We enjoy it. It's great. So come on in, sign up, make some picks. And you could probably be on WrestleMania if you put some picks in there, and it gets all crazier from there. So thanks again, everybody. For BeerMe Jesus, this is Scott. Have a good night.